Joey Molland, the guitarist known for his pivotal role in the legendary rock band Badfinger, has passed away at the age of 77. His death marks the end of an era, as he was the last surviving member of the band's most iconic lineup. The tragic news was confirmed through the band's official Facebook page, which announced that Molland took his final breath on Saturday, March 1st, surrounded by his loved ones. Although no official cause of death has been disclosed, it was known that Molland had struggled with pneumonia in recent months. The post dedicated to his memory expressed gratitude for his contributions to music and his unwavering commitment to keeping the spirit of Badfinger alive. Thank you, Joey, for keeping the band's music alive for so long and for being a friend to us all. Badfinger, a Welsh band, holds a unique place in rock history, as they were among the first acts to be signed by the Beatles' Apple Records label. Their melodic, guitar-driven power pop sound, combined with their close association with the Beatles, made them one of the most promising bands of the late 1960s and early 1970s. The band's origins can be traced back to the early 1960s when it was initially formed under the name The Ivies. The early lineup consisted of Pete Ham, Ron Griffiths, Mike Gibbons, and Tom Evans. After being signed to Apple Records, the band was renamed Badfinger, and they quickly rose to prominence with a string of successful releases. Joey Molland's journey with Badfinger began in 1970, a crucial turning point for the band. By that time, they had already made their mark with their second album, Magic Christian Music, which included their hit single Come and Get It, a song penned by Paul McCartney. Molland joined just in time to record No Dice, an album that would solidify the band's reputation. No Dice, produced by Beatles road manager Mal Evans, featured some of Badfinger's most enduring songs, including No Matter What and Without You. The latter song, originally co-written by Pete Ham and Tom Evans, became a cultural phenomenon, later covered to great acclaim by Harry Nilsson in 1971 and Mariah Carey in 1994. As a guitarist and songwriter, Molland played an essential role in shaping Badfinger's signature sound. His contributions extended beyond just his musicianship. He was a driving creative force within the band. During his time with Badfinger, the group continued to reach new heights. Their music was often produced by George Harrison, who admired their talent and played a significant role in their career. With a classic lineup consisting of Molland, Pete Ham, vocals/guitar, Tom Evans, bass/vocals, and Mike Gibbons, drums, Badfinger released a series of successful records that resonated with audiences worldwide. Among their many achievements, the band produced timeless hits such as Day After Day, which was co-produced by Harrison, and Baby Blue, a song that saw a massive resurgence in popularity when it was featured in the emotional closing scene of the hit television series Breaking Bad. The song's use in the series finale introduced Badfinger's music to a new generation of listeners, proving the lasting power of their work. However, despite their immense talent and early success, Badfinger's story took a tragic turn. The band was plagued by mismanagement, financial troubles, and legal battles, leading to devastating consequences for its members. Pete Ham, one of the band's principal songwriters, took his own life in 1975, overwhelmed by the struggles the group faced. Nearly a decade later, in 1984, Tom Evans also died by suicide, further cementing Badfinger's legacy as one of rock's most ill-fated bands. After the original Badfinger lineup disbanded, Molland remained committed to carrying on the band's musical legacy. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, he led a version of the band, keeping the name alive despite ongoing challenges. Later, he formed his own iteration of the band known as Molland's Badfinger, which toured and performed for years. His dedication to the music never wavered, as he continued to perform Badfinger's classic songs for longtime fans and new audiences alike. His tireless efforts ensured that the band's music would not be forgotten and would continue to be appreciated by generations to come. Beyond Badfinger, Molland had a remarkable career that extended into collaborations with some of rock's greatest legends. He played guitar on John Lennon's poignant 1971 track Jealous Guy, a song that remains one of Lennon's most heartfelt compositions. Additionally, Molland contributed to George Harrison's landmark 1970 album All Things Must Pass, an album regarded as one of the greatest solo works ever released by a former Beatle. His contributions to these iconic records further underscored his immense talent and cemented his place in rock history. Molland's passing marks the end of an era, as he was the final surviving member of Badfinger's most well-known lineup. His bandmates, Ham, Evans, and Gibbons, had all preceded him in death, each under tragic circumstances. Gibbons, the band's drummer, passed away in 2005 due to a brain aneurysm. With Molland's death, the curtain falls on one of rock's most influential yet tragic bands, leaving behind a catalog of music that continues to inspire and move listeners. Despite the hardships that followed Badfinger throughout their career, their music remains a testament to their enduring talent. Songs like Without You, No Matter What, Day After Day, and Baby Blue continue to receive airplay, streaming, and cover versions, proving that their contributions to rock and pop music will never be forgotten. Molland's life was one of highs and lows, a journey marked by both musical triumph and heartbreaking tragedy. Yet through it all, he remained dedicated to his craft, ensuring that Badfinger's music would never fade into obscurity. As fans mourn his passing, they also celebrate the rich musical legacy he leaves behind. His work with Badfinger, as well as his collaborations with rock's greatest icons, will continue to be cherished by music lovers around the world. In the wake of his death, tributes have poured in from fans, fellow musicians, and industry figures, all acknowledging Molland's impact on the music world. Whether through his intricate guitar work, his soulful songwriting, or his dedication to keeping the Badfinger name alive, Joey Molland's contributions to rock music will always be remembered. Rest in peace, Joey Molland. Your music lives on. In reflecting on the life and legacy of Joey Molland, it is essential to delve deeper into the impact he had on the music industry and the lasting influence of Badfinger. Molland's journey with the band was not just a story of musical success, but also one of resilience, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to the art of music. His contributions to Badfinger's sound and success were immeasurable, and his dedication to preserving the band's legacy has ensured that their music continues to be celebrated by fans around the world. Badfinger's association with the Beatles was a significant factor in their rise to fame. Being signed to Apple Records, the label founded by the Beatles, gave Badfinger a level of credibility and visibility that few other bands could achieve. The band's close relationship with the Beatles extended beyond just their record label. They collaborated on several projects, with members of the Beatles providing production assistance and contributing to the band's recordings. This collaboration helped shape Badfinger's sound and gave them the opportunity to work with some of the most talented musicians of the time. Joey Molland's arrival in Badfinger in 1970 came at a critical moment in the band's history. The departure of original member Ron Griffiths left a void that Molland was able to fill with his exceptional guitar skills and creative vision. Molland's addition to the band brought a new level of musical sophistication and creativity, which was evident in the albums that followed his joining. His guitar work on No Dice, Straight Up, and other subsequent albums showcased his technical prowess and his ability to create memorable melodies that resonated with listeners.